So we were just on the Big Island, and on the Big Island we did a lot of hiking because you had to walk in and out of volcano. But we saw a lot of people hiking, which made it really interesting. And since I've been back, I've been trying to maintain hiking. And I've been watching people, and like we talked about last week, one of the hardest things is to keep your head over the top of your body. And in fact, the thing that makes you look like you age more than anything else is when the head starts creeping forward.
Last month I was 60.
So we're going to work on getting the head back over the top of the body, which is a lot harder than you think. And there's so many factors that pull us forward: smartphones, cars, computers, sofas, everything pulls gravity. Everything pulls our head forward. So we're going to work on pulling the head back, but we're going to start with stance. So feet parallel, hips width apart. Here's your ASIS. This is your pubic symphysis. Midway in between is hips width apart. So stance is a little more narrow. And then feet are parallel. So you're going to push down big toe in the corresponding metatarsal head, the outer four toes in the corresponding metatarsal heads, but especially that pinky toe, and finally your heel. 1/3 the way through the ball of your foot, 1/3 the way through your toes, and 1/3 the way through your heels as you now bend your knees. And we're going to work on athletic ready posture, because ultimately that's what it is that we have a spring on the bottom, tall through the torso, and then the head is over the top of the body floating, activating what's called the righting reflex. Once we're here, we're going to do a couple squats. Keep your abs engaged. First chakra is your pelvic floor. Second chakra is your lower abs. Third chakra is your upper abs. We're going to engage all of that as we do these micro squats. I want you to lower and put the work into your quads and your butt, not into your knees and your low back.
No pelvic tilt, but you gotta push your
Yeah, your hips are going to go back slightly. Abs are nice and tight. Eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and heart to the horizon as your head stays over the top of your pelvic floor. Smiles are up. Keep your knees turned out. There you go. And you're breathing. And good. So, like we said, the hardest thing to do is keep the head over the top of the body, and the thing that is most causative in preventing that head from staying over the body is actually your calves. And that's why we always do this stretch. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back. The left foot is on the block, your left heel is down, your feet are parallel, abs are nice and tight, shoulder blades are down and back. Now get your head back. Draw your shoulder blades down back. We're going to squeeze and pump your hips forward. Suck in that tummy. First, second, third chakras are fired up. Your butt's relaxed. Keep breathing. Okay, hands go on to stick them up. You're going to turn the pinkies facing backwards. Abs stay engaged the whole time. You're going to pump your arms back like you're squeezing a pencil between your shoulder blades. Oh, I will help you. Yeah. Lift nice and tall. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades down and back. So this is adjusting posture, good, in terms of your calf. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Here we're going to go hinge forward, straight spine, come back up. No pressure in the low back. If you feel pressure in your low back, tighten your abs, push your hips back further. Draw your...
As you hinge.
Hold those abs on. No pressure in your low back. I knew that.
9, 10.
Good. Keep your foot on the block. You're going to take your right leg back behind you. You could take your roller forward. That wall's right behind me. Okay, your knee's going to bend. Your knee is over the top of your foot. That's very important. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. Lean forward, straight spine. Push your hips back. No pressure in your low back. Chest up. Push those hips back further. Abs nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. We're going to start out with our sit-ups. Suck in your tummy, then release. Suck in your tummy and release. Smiles are up. Push those hips back. You should feel a nice stretch in that booty. Knees over the top of your foot. Okay. How many is that? Okay, we'll do 20. Okay, here, stay here. You're gonna lift lower that rear leg. Your head doesn't move. Straight leg. You're activating your right glute max. Your front knee is bent. Spine is straight, chest is up, eyes are up. It's a nice smooth, nope, straight leg, sorry. My fault. Straight leg, lift lower. That's okay. Switch sides. Oh.
I hope that was your left glute.
Abs are nice and tight, chest is up, shoulder blades are down, back. We're gonna start again. First, second, third chakra on. Pump those hips forward. Smiles are up. Feet are parallel. So a lot of what we think is low back pain is actually calf tightness. As I found out the second day of hiking the volcano. Okay, hands and stick them up, pinkies facing backwards, chest up, you're gonna squeeze back, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep your chin tucked in. Keep breathing. Smiles are up. Okay, what do we do next? Took that leg back behind us, didn't we? Hinge, hinge, I knew that, hinge. We're gonna hinge forward and then come back up. No pressure in the low back. Abs are nice and tight.
As you hinge, exhale and squeeze that abs. Lift your pelvic floor.
Straight spine, no pressure into your low back. We're working muscles and not joints. So your low back is a bunch of little joints. And so if you feel pressure there, you have turned off muscle groups like your abs, your lats, your quads. Keep breathing. Keep squeezing those shoulder blades down and back. Good. Now we're gonna take our leg back behind us. Bend your front knee, knee is over the top of your foot, shoulder blades are down, back, chest is up. Lean forward. We're gonna do our sit-ups. You're gonna suck in your tummy and then release. Suck in your tummy and release. Make sure that knee's over the top of your foot. Knee's over the top of your foot, Annie. There you go. Abs. Suck in that tummy. Sure. That's what we did on the other side, wasn't it? Abs are nice and tight. Okay, staying forward, chest is up. Do not bend your left leg. You're gonna lift it up and down off the ground. Your head's not gonna move. You're using your left glute max to lift that leg up off the ground. Front knee is bent, chest is up. Always put your foot back to the same spot. It's not creeping forward. Okay, good. Come back up again. Let's switch sides. One last one real quickly. Foot goes on the block, abs nice and tight. Left ball of your foot's on the block, left heel is down. Arms go over the top of your head. We're gonna counter stretch in the opposite direction. Abs are engaged. Pump your hips forward, and you can sway if you want. This should be unloading your back. There we go. I'm sad Gillen's not here today because this shirt is actually designed by her brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And we bought it on a big island. You like it? Switch sides. It's a octopus, yeah.
What?
Octopus? Yeah. He had a whole like design company on the big island. It was really cool. Okay, you're gonna arch back, abs nice and tight. No pressure in your low back. Keep your abs engaged. You can sway side to side as well as pump backwards and forward. Try not to overly clench your butt. Engage your abs. Okay, good. We're gonna flip around, just do some quick footwork. Ball of your foot's on the block, abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy, you're just gonna lift, lower your heel. Make sure the majority of pressure is through that first metatarsal head, and your feet are parallel. Knees over the top of your foot, abs are engaged, chest is up, eyes are up, head's over the top of your pelvic floor. Smiles are up. Okay, now we're gonna squat. Keep your foot in the highest heel position and then squat down. Activate your butt, activate your quads. Suck in that tummy.
Keep breathing. Exhale as you go down. Squeeze the belly button to your spine.
Muscles and not joints. Nothing in your knees, nothing in your low back. Okay, flip your toes over once again. We're working muscles and not joints. No pressure in any joints, Annie. Abs are nice and tight. And then we're gonna squat away. Do you need help? I am Kokua. I will come help. Okay, switch sides. Okay, first we're gonna just lift lower. Watch the alignment, knee going straight forward, straight back. Abs are nice and tight. This is just teaching you the proper mechanics of foot motion and knee alignment. Head is over the top of your pelvic floor. Abs are engaged. Okay. Keep your heel in the highest position as you squat. Keep the work and energy in your major muscle groups, your quads and your butt. Abs are engaged, lats are on. No pressure in your low back, no pressure in your knees.
Keep breathing. Exhale as you squat.
Okay, flip your toes over. Abs are nice and tight, suck in your tummy, same thing, squat away. The one thing about the Big Island that made me feel like I was back in California is it was a half an hour to everything. Half an hour to the gas station, half an hour to the grocery store, 45 minutes.
Did you stay on the Gila side or Kona side?
Gila side. We were in Volcano. Oh.
Where the place you stayed, you mentioned it.
Mountain View?
Not in View.
Are those little huts?
It was a
Is it
small house.
Yeah,
It was super cute.
it was a micro house. It was really cute.
Meant for like just 2 people.
There's a lot of those with pyramids and tiny houses.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to go into our famous stance. Your right foot is forward, left foot is back. Your heel is off the ground in the rear. You're going to contract your left quad to straighten your leg out. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up. No pressure in your low back or your knee. Knee is over the top of your foot. Suck in your tummy. Bring your chin in. And this is where we start again with sit-ups. Suck in that tummy and release. Suck in your tummy, release. Feel your butt working, feel your quad working. We're trying to change the shape of things. Starting with our bottom line. And 14. And 18. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the whole time I was driving, that's okay. I kept annoying Maria, and I'm like, I think we've driven too far.
Stop thinking, just drive.
How much is gas?
It's about the same price as here, yeah. Make sure no pressure's in your low back. Feel the work in your butt and your quad. Feel the shortening of your back muscles. Abs are engaged. Okay, now just release your arms both back behind you. You're sucking in your tummy. We're gonna hinge forward. We're gonna come up nice and slow. We're using slow twitch muscles on the way up. I know you want to pop out of it so you don't have to use your balance, but we're going to work our balance. Right, Annie? Suck in your tummy. You should feel your glute max working, not your low back. Keep breathing. Straight spine. No pressure in your low back. Smiles are up. What number is that?
82.
All right, let's switch sides. Whew. Okay, your left leg is forward, your right leg is back, right quad is on, straightening that leg back behind you, creating that line from your heel to the top of your head, knees over the top of your foot, suck in your tummy. We're gonna do our sit-ups here first. Suck in your tummy and release. Change the shape of your abdomen and hold shape. Smiles are up. Keep breathing. I knew that. Okay, here we go. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to hinge forward, then come back up. Straight spine. You're using your glute max and your quad. No pressure in your low back. It's learning where to put work. And certainly do not put it into your neck. Keep breathing. 10. Okay, arms go back behind you. We're gonna go down and then slowly come up. Down, straight spine, no pressure in your low back. You feel pressure in your low back, push those hips back, fire up your quads, your butt, your abs, and your lats. Keep breathing. Ooh, hold your balance. Smiles are up. Smiles are up. Good. Come back onto 2 feet. Just see how everything feels. We're going to loosen things up by doing hip circles. Feet parallel. Abs nice and tight. Keep breathing. I guess I have to wear this shirt again on Thursday. I will take it off right away after class.
Opposite direction.
Is the company called Taco?
What's it called?
Hawaiian Force.
Hawaiian Force.
Force?
Force.
Of course. Oh,
Okay, good. We're going to do a quick stretch as you cross your left ankle over your right knee. This is really all about getting your head over the top of your pelvic floor, shoulder blades down and back. Now you're going to push your hips back. Abs are nice and tight. Put a bend in that ankle or flex that ankle. Lower down, chest up. Push those hips back. You should feel stretch in your booty, not in your low back. Lower down a little further by bending the knee, chest goes up a lot. Oh, stretchy stretch. Okay, straighten your leg out. Abs are nice and tight. You're going to do a forward fold. For me, the saddest thing about being on the island is I did not see one ghost or one UFO.
what? Ghost?
Ghost or UFO, I didn't see a single one.
Oh.
But we did see some petroglyphs, which was kind of cool. Okay, we're going to come up nice and tall, suck in your tummy, arm goes over the top of your head. Stretch, push your hips forward on this one. Even more, push your hips forward, Cindy. There you go. Abs are nice and tight. You should, yeah, good job, Linda. Be able to unload your low back. Oh, really? Everyone's going to do that? Abs are nice and tight. Okay, good. Let's switch sides. You're crossing your right ankle over your left knee. Your abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy, straight spine. No pressure in your low back. Push your hips back to feel a stretch in your right booty cheek. That's a technical term for your booty. Abs are nice and tight, suck in your tummy. And then lower down a little bit deeper. Make sure there's a nice flexion at your ankle so no pressure goes into your knee. Oh, abs. Okay, straighten that leg out. You're gonna reach for the ground. Remember, no pressure in any joints. So if you feel like your knee is gonna hyperextend, figure out what hamstring, calf, and quad muscle you have to tighten up, as well as your abs. Keep breathing. Okay, now we're gonna come up nice and tall. You're gonna push your hips forward. Abs are nice and tight. Okay, again with the two-arm thingy. Abs are nice and tight, suck in that tummy. This is in case you were sitting in a chair and someone threw a very large ball at you. Okay, leg comes down. We'll do it, we haven't done it. We'll just do a little bit of this. Okay, rollers off to your left. Feet are parallel, knees are bent, shoulder blades are down and back. Keep your abs engaged. Yes, take that leg out to the side. Everybody's favorite, straight leg. You're gonna move from your heel, you're gonna do figure eights. Straight legs, abs tight. Opposite direction. Higher, everybody, closer to 90 degrees. This will work your booty.
9, 10.
Okay, we switch it sides. Feet parallel, abs nice and tight. Shoulder blades down and back, leg out 90 degrees. Figure eights. Opposite direction. How often do you lift your leg this high off the ground to the side? Seldom, but when you do need it, like when the boat moves away from you, you'll be able to do it. Okay, forward fold, stretch. There should be no pressure in your low back. If you manage to put pressure in your low back, it means you use your low back. So don't use your low back. Straighten your knees a little bit more. There we go. Good. Okay, counter stretch. Is that 10? Okay. Abs are nice and tight. You can keep your hands on the roller to give yourself an extra push, or you could take your hands over top of your head. Open up your throat. That'll open up a muscle called your platysma. Good. Okay, we're gonna go down onto our left knee. Right foot is forward. Abs are nice and tight. Shoulder blades are down and back. Head is over the top of the block. And we'll remain there. Shoulder blades stay down and back. We're gonna do hip circles. This is a riding reflex. Hip motion, head stability. Smiles are up. Suck in that tummy. Opposite direction. Keep breathing. Try not to move this right knee. Okay, you're gonna put the roller out in front of you at a distance, about arm distance off your left arm. Abs are nice and tight. Tracking with only your head, so pretend your eyeballs are glued in your head and they don't move. You're gonna look down, look up, look down, look up.
Is your eyes looking at one spot or they go?
You're sliding up like you're using that as a target. You're scanning it and you're trying to hold your balance because this is vestibular ocular reflex, okay? Now, take your left hand forward, right hand back, and then you're gonna lift, hold, gently lower. Lift, hold, gently lower. Smiles are up. Okay?
Hands in.
Suck in that tummy. A number? Okay. Now you're going to hold your leg off the ground, and then you're going to look up and down the roller. Up, down, to try to hold your balance. Notice what happens to your balance with your head in motion. This is a vestibular ocular reflex, and if they're contradicting, you will feel nauseous. Switch sides.
Notice how she yelled it really quick.
10. Okay, abs are nice and tight, chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back. Head,
It now.
end. Oh, whoa.
I said.
What? The crosswalks in Hilo.
Oh yeah.
Wait. And you were like, what? Wait. It's such the angriest. Yeah. And it's really angry. It's like, okay, I'm not moving. Okay, head over the top of blocks, abs nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy, you're doing hip circles. Keep breathing. Feel what it feels like not to move your head or your knee. Opposite direction. Okay, roller goes out in front of you. Okay. Glue your eyeballs in the socket and then lift and lower your head, scanning the roller. Top to bottom, top to bottom. That's what's happening to your balance. You feel like you're starting to sway. And this is what causes what we call the first mile hiker syndrome. Okay. Lift that leg up, hold, gently lower. The first mile of a hike is the well-groomed part of the trail, and all the tourists go on that who have never been hiking before, and they still figure out a way to fall down or get themselves into very perilous situations, and it's because they don't know how to use their VOR, vestibular ocular reflex. Okay, keep that foot up off the ground, lift, lower your head, try to stay on balance. Whoa! Up, down, up, down. Ah! What number are we on? 9. Good. Okay. Switch sides. Now, we're going to I want you guys to do it. Show what an inch looks like. An inch. Not a man inch, but a regular inch. Abs are nice and tight. Your toes are curled under. You're going to take your, left hand forward, right hand back. Abs are nice and tight. You're going to elevate 1 inch off the block, and you're going to hold. Abs are nice and tight. Keep that knee over the top of your foot, and then we're going to hinge forward, come back up. No pressure in your low back. You should feel this in your booty and your quad. Suck in that tummy. No airbagging your belly against your thigh. Remember what an inch looks like. It's starting to look like feet. Keep breathing. Okay, lower back down. The abs are nice and tight. Okay, we're going to go into our thinker pose. Your toes are curled under. We're going to do some jumping. Not what you think of jumping, but it is jumping. So the goal is to keep the pressure in the muscles and out of the joints. Your left hand is going to follow your right foot as you jump forward, jump. It's slow motion, so I want good control, great ab stabilization, use that VOR, vestibular ocular reflex. Vestibular. I can't get it. What is it? Vestibular? What is it? I blanked. Abs are nice and tight. VOR. Okay. We're going to switch sides. Abs are nice and tight. Shoulder blades are down and back. We're going to do that same 1 inch. Right hand forward, left hand back. Elevate 1 inch. Abs are nice and tight. Hinge forward and then come back up. Notice how your legs want to straighten. It's because this is energetically costly. These are small angles, but this is athletic ready posture. It's like catching a baseball or hitting a pickleball. And back down. Did we do something else? Oh yeah, thinker jumps. That seems so long ago. Abs nice and tight. Your right hand will follow your left foot. Okay, here we go. We're gonna jump. Jump. Nice and slow and controlled. You're using muscles and not joints. You should feel your quads. You should feel your butt. Your abs and your lats are stabilizing. Suck in that tummy. Smiles are up. What number are we on? 9. Okay, let's come into kneeling. Okay, gonna do a basic block stretch. Abs are nice and tight, knees are together, shoulder blades down and back. You're sucking in your tummy and then releasing. Suck in your tummy and release. You're lengthening your quads. You're lengthening tibialis anterior. You're tightening your abs. Shoulder blades are down and back. Smiles are up because there are far worse things that can happen to you today. Okay, now you're going to curl your toes under. Push your heels back so your toes don't snap off. If you feel excessive pressure in those metatarsal heads, push your heels back even further. Abs are nice and tight, lean back. Suck in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy, release. Smiles are up. Relax your eyebrows. Suck in that tummy. What number is that? 9. Okay. You're going to point your toes again. This is for Annie. She loves this. Lift your knees up off the ground. Suck in your tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. Come on, Cindy. It'll help your tap dancing. Suck in your tummy. Release. Suck in your tummy. Yes, you got to do this so we don't break the toes. Okay, curl those toes under. Push your hips back. We're going to lean back. We're going to push our hips forward this time. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy all the time, creating body shape. Push those hips further forward. Suck in that tummy and release. Suck in the tummy, release. Relax your eyebrows. Suck in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy, release. Ooh. You can do whatever you can.
10.
Not perfection, but what you can do today. Okay, kick it out. It just feels good and it annoys the people downstairs. Okay, yeah, wake up. Okay, pelvic floor work. This was a very especially important at Volcano because there are bathrooms like 1,000,000 miles apart. The strangest thing for me at Kilauea was how quiet it was. Yeah, it's like you can hear someone's having a conversation a quarter mile away and you can hear it. It's the weirdest thing. So the ball is midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone as you sit on top of the ball. Hard part, you're going to get your head over top of the ball. In fact, that's where we're going to start because that's what we kept seeing. People looking very precarious on trails is when the head starts moving forward. You're going to fall. It's not you might fall, you are going to fall. So we're just going to practice bringing the head over top of the ball and pumping it back and forth. Keep your abs tight, close up your rib cage so it's not a matter of flaring your ribs, but it's getting your body stabilized with the head over top of the pelvic floor. Squeeze the ball with your pelvic floor. Get the head over the top of the ball. Okay, hands go up, pinkies face backward once again. You're gonna pump backwards. Chest up, don't let the rib cage flare. Ball still midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone. Head is over the top of the ball. Okay, arms go straight over the top of your head. Suck in your tummy, pump those arms back. Keep your head over the top of all straight arms.
Don't forget to smile.
Yes. This is like Monday Night Football. Okay, good. It's interesting for me. I don't like football, but when I do watch it, I'll see. Preseason football, here's what it looks like when the referee says there's a touchdown. Midway through the seasons, it's like here, and then by Super Bowl time, they're like up in here. So even they have to condition a little bit. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna grab your roller. We're gonna put that roller behind your back. Okay, on this one, it's really easy for your belly to let go and your rib cage to open. We're gonna close everything back up as you get your head over the top of the ball. In fact, we're gonna do our chin pumpy things again. You should feel your chest stretch, that's your pectoralis major, and a small muscle called the subclavius. It's right under your clavicle or your collarbone. Suck in your tummy. Each time you pull that chin back, that really helps you with your posture. And then slightly turn your head to the right. Continue to do the same thing. Bring your head back. And now to the left. Smiles are up. So you can look at over your shoulder and smile at somebody. And then back center. You're just gonna twist, twist, twist. You can let your your head can follow or not. So you can either leave your head still or twist with it. It was amazing how many people in the rainforest looked like they were Ted Kaczynski, also known as a Unabomber. Okay, bring this roller behind your head. You can put your hands behind the roller, and we're really going to do chin tucks. You're going to bring your head back. And that's going to simultaneously open up your shoulders, especially if you've been tackled by dogs. Abs. And you'll see a lot of this is what is trauma release, opening up the shoulders. Take the roller, put it behind your head with your left hand, Annie. Right hand goes on the bottom. You're going to bring the roller to your butt. Oh, okay, I have to help people, I see. It's not a length thing. Okay, let's put this here first. And now put that against your butt.
Okay.
And put your hand behind. There you go. Okay, you're going to bring your right elbow back. That's all. Left elbow, sorry, left elbow. I was walking in. Where'd my ball go? Left elbow, left elbow, left elbow. Okay, now you're gonna bring your right elbow back, right elbow. Keep your chest up. Do not bend this roller. Yes, ponytails are a problem. Okay, and now we're gonna twist, 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 twist. Okay, just switch your hands. Right hand goes to the top, left hand goes to the bottom. Got it. Okay, bring that right elbow back. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Okay, bring your left elbow back. Oh. Smiles are up. Heads up. Don't bend the roller. Want to see like little black styrofoam beads flying everywhere when the roller snaps in half. Okay, and twist, 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 twist. Keep your pelvic floor on. Don't lose track of your pelvic floor just because we're doing something that creates tension in your shoulders. Okay. Whoops. Roller out in front of you. Hands on your roller. You're going to just stretch your shoulders. Rock from side to side. I see that there's some shoulder injuries in here, so we're going to work on that. Okay, go ahead and come off of your ball and block. We're going to take the roller and we're going to put it behind our left shoulder blade. It's going to go in your, right shoulder blade, right pocket. It's going to look like this. Your butt's going to be on the ground. Your left shoulder's on the ground. Your head's on the roller. And your right hand goes above your head. Oops, I'm too close to the wall. Yep. And you're going to do circles above your head to open up adhesions out of the shoulders. Because if the shoulders cannot do full range of motion, you will compromise somewhere, and that's typically going to be your neck or your jaw. I will come help. Sit up, Cindy. Sit up. This way. There we go. And now we get more of an arch. Keep breathing. I'll help you, don't you worry.
Just place it where it needs to be.
Sit up. Okay. And then roll this way.
So then I'm not on the ground.
Well, yes, floating. Floating would be. Let me just help Annie real quick.
She's fine. Ow.
Okay, good. Switch sides. Remember, if your hands can't go over the top of your head, you can't wave to someone far away. You can't signal for help. And you can't raise your hand when someone says, "Do you want $1 million?" It's okay if there's crunching and grinding. Those are adhesions breaking up. Lift up. There we go. The screaming is more what we're concerned about. Did you switch sides? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we switch sides every
Yeah. Okay, switch sides, Annie. More up here. Right, like there. This will help you get your head over the top of your body because your shoulders are down and back. Good. Now we're going to do everybody's least favorite one. You're going to sit up, put the roller behind your shoulder blades. You're going to tip your head back, arms go over the top of your head. You're going to circle with your left hand, then circle with your right hand. You're just going to go back and forth while your head's an extension. This will help, for sure, keep those abs engaged. Don't let pressure build up in your neck. This will help you with your career in building ceiling fans. Notice if your neck is trying to take up all the work. Make your abs work harder. Okay, you roll down the roller until it's under your head like a pillow. Just say no. The holidays are coming, you should practice. Just say no. No, I'm not going to fly to Flint, Michigan in the middle of winter to come see you. I live in Hawaii. Abs are nice and tight. Or like my sister says, would you like to come to Washington, D.C. for Christmas? I'm like, no, too cold. Okay, we're going to sit back up again. We're going to roll the shoulders and the spine a little bit. Just make sure everything's out of the way. Interlock your fingers behind your neck Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna lift your hips up. As you roll towards your feet, your heels go up. As you roll towards your head, your toes go up. Heels and toes. Careful of hair, clothing, jewelry, and drawstrings. This roller will rip it off of you. If you want, you can add a twist to get one shoulder more than the other. Oh, and all of this will help you get your head over the top of your body. Did everyone notice my amazing haircut? Maria gave me a haircut. Yes, I was looking a little scraggly there for a while. I know it's time for me to get a haircut when, Maria especially, but when people start talking to my hair instead of my face, they're like, what's going on? Oh. This is rolling out your paraspinals, but it's also putting your thoracic cage into extension, which we seldom do. Make sure you can breathe, keep those abs engaged. And then you're going to put the roller just lower than your scapula, the apex of your scapula. You're just going to arch back as far as you can comfortably go and then come back up. It's like doing a sit-up, but we're doing arch extension, trying to open up our spine. I was talking to Mario about this. There's a martial artist I follow. He's got to be in his 70s, and he looks amazing and does incredible things, except he can't stand up straight. That's the only thing that makes him look old. If you could just get this one piece, he would look so vivaciously young. It's incredible. But looking back in photos of him when he was younger, he stood that way still, so it was habituated even when he was young. So breaking this habit is important. Okay? You can roll down your roller until the roller goes underneath your sacrum. Hold on to the roller. The sacrum is a triangle of your hips and your lower back abs are nice and tight. And we're just going to twist left, twist right. Hold on to that roller so it doesn't get away from you. We're getting spinal rotation. Keep breathing. You're rolling over the glute minimus and the glute medius, portions of the glute max. This is just great for loosening things up and what we think is low back pain. Keep your abs engaged as you do this twist. And then take your legs straight up in the air, legs open. We're going to open up the adductors. Hold on to the roller. Abs nice and tight. You're pointing your, try to lead with your heels. And you can bounce, pulsate. Bounce is an ugly word. Pulsate your adductors open. Keep your abs engaged. And then you can just move your legs around above your head. The legs are so used to being below the heart and having blood sent by gravity to them, we're making them work a little bit to get the blood. And that's why they may feel kind of funky. Okay. Feet back down on the ground, knees are bent, straighten both legs against the ground. You're going to arch. So now, if you feel excessive pressure in your low back, that means you have used your psoas. If you feel excessive pressure in the front of your hips, like right here, that means you used your iliacus. But if you feel pressure down what would be your six-pack, that means you used your abs, and that is wonderful. Keep breathing. We're going to take it one step further as you now bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together as your knees drop apart. This is going to further open up those iliacus muscles and the hip flexors. Keep your abs engaged. That sounds like a rock group from the 50s, iliacus and the hip flexors. Abs are nice and tight. And then last but not leastly, bring your knees back together, bring your knees to your chest. Ugh. Your low back's not going to like this, especially if you overuse your psoas muscle. But this will help you with your cannonballs. All right. Feet back down on the ground. You're going to lift your booty up. You're going to take the roller out from underneath your back. Oh, we have enough time. We're going to do a little bit of sit-ups. Roller goes in the small of your back. Hands go back behind you. Yeah, that's what I meant, ball. Ball goes in the small of your back. Your butt's on the ground. Hands are back. Sucking your tummy. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Head is long. Neck is long. Head is over top of the body. You're going to suck in your tummy and then release. Try to pop that ball by activating your abs. Not your chest, not your chin, not your shoulders, but just your abs and your pelvic floor.
Keep breathing. Exhale as you squeeze.
Okay, abs are nice and tight. Arms go out in front of you. Shoulder blades go down and back. Suck in that tummy. Suck it in, suck it in, suck it in. Continuing the same thing. Change the shape of your abdomen, not your neck. Smiles are up. Okay, now we're going to go for a walk. Opposite hand, opposite foot. You can lift your knee or your foot or knee and foot. Suck in your tummy. Breathing. Okay. Rest for a second. Because now you're going to lift your butt up off the ground. Arms are going to come to your side, off the ground. Your butt's off the ground. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to do sit-ups first. Keep breathing. Okay, rest for a second. I need...
Staring me down as
Faster. Just cut off those last two. 6, 10. Okay, here we go again. Butts off the ground, arms off the ground. You go for a walk. Opposite hand, opposite foot. This is core stabilized motion. Contralateral, in fact. Ah! Okay, arch over the top of the ball. See if you used your abs, your psoas, or your iliacus. We like the abs better. Rock from side to side. Should feel a soreness in the front. Okay, we can change out the music. Oh. All right, you're gonna go on your roller lengthwise, butt at one end, head at the other end. Oh. Okay, you're on your back, you're on your roller. I want you to move up the roller until a tiny thing on the back of your head, that weird bump, is called your EOP. External occipital protuberance is just off the end of the roller, because that puts what's called your tentorium cerebelli, which is the membrane that holds up your brain, over the top of your pelvic diaphragm, which is just wonderful. And it lines all your midline diaphragms up on top of each other. And just breathe. Probably the single strangest thing that we saw when we were hiking around is watching people who could not walk. It's interesting to say that. It's people locomote, they get from point A to point B, but they're actually not truly walking, because walking has to do with contralateral motion and harmonics. Locomoting is just a form of gyration to get you from place to place. So we're going to work on that contralateral sympathetic motion as you just walk. Right leg goes with left hand, left leg goes with right hand. You're just going to walk. Just feel what the balance feels like. Close your eyes as you do this so you can actually feel this. Feel where you're putting the energy. Is it more in your upper body? Is it more in your lower bodies? Does it slip down to your knees or your feet? Is it in your neck? And somehow bring it back to your core as you keep your abs engaged, pelvic floor on. Notice if you're falling off balance or if you're able to stay on line. Keep breathing. Good. Take both hands in the air. Abs are nice and tight. Take your right leg in the air. Try it with your eyes closed. Keep breathing. Now we are completely using proprioception through the vestibular system. With your eyes closed, you can't use your visual system or your ocular system. And then just switch legs. Keep both hands in the air. Notice if one side was easier than the other. You are breathing. Okay, and good. Both feet to the ground, both hands to the ground. We're going to reverse it. You're going to take both legs in the air. And then once you get your balance, take your right hand in the air. Since this is so easy, just switch to your left hand into the air. Keep both legs in the air. Abs are nice and tight. Notice where the work is. Is it in your shoulders or is it in your abdomen? And then hands and feet to the ground as you just breathe. Make sure that pelvic floor is on. Your rib cage is closed. You're activating through your abs. Your shoulder blades are being drawn down and back. Your head is over the top of your pelvic floor. You're going to wiggle up the roller a little bit more. It's going to cause your head to go into slight extension. You're going to rock your head left and right. Just say no with your head in extension. After a few more, just find center. And if you want to, you don't have to. You can wiggle back on the roller or keep your head slightly in extension. I'm going to come off the roller so you guys stay on the roller. I'm going to bring you guys home. So I had a friend back in Santa Barbara. He got arrested for something called posturing because he had really, really good posture. Unfortunately, he also happened to dress like a gang member. And a bunch of police officers saw him and they told him to stand down. And he's like, I don't know what you mean. And what they wanted to see him do was break his posture, which I thought was very unfortunate because if they really looked at it, there was nothing threatening about his posture. It was very attentive posture. They misinterpreted it. So we have gotten into a society where we hold our heads down. We've forgotten how to look to the horizon and look up. Punctuated by our experience in Volcano where we could see the stars at sunrise. You're constantly looking for weather above your head and you weren't looking down. Feel what it feels like to be in your center, aligned, spine, supporting your head and your pelvic floor to be separated and over the top of each other. Feel how easy breathing feels. Feel how close meditation is. Gently roll off your rollers onto your back. See what the ground feels like underneath you. If you've done everything correctly, you should feel like you're in a groove. And that groove is telling you your back stabilizers are stabilizing and your hips are open to move again. So on behalf of Maria and me,
Erase your spot.
and Linda's phone, just like to say thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for doing the crazy things we ask of you. We appreciate you so much. And namaste.